What's up, everybody? Good morning. Welcome to a Saturday edition. Morning Skim, presented by Brock Batters Orthopedic Clinic, Hudco Roofing, HudcoRoofing.com. I have neither of my props here to suggest that that is who this show is sponsored by today, but nonetheless, cheers to all of you. Third show here from San Francisco, fourth day for us, so we touched down here Wednesday, late afternoon, early evening, so full day Thursday, full day Friday. Did Napa yesterday. Wonderful day. I would highly recommend that if you do a trip to Napa, regardless of your wine knowledge or knowledge of the area, would highly recommend that you do a trip with Boundless Tours. The guy's name is Barack Hybe. Awesome dude, first class all the way, customized the trip for us based on what we told him we were looking for, and knocked it out of the park. First time we'd ever been, didn't know what we were looking for. It was awesome. So we had a great day in Napa. We went to Domaine Carneros, which is kind of known for their bubbles. We went to Patlin Estate, which was gorgeous. We were in these caves where they aged their barrels. We got it was just a one-on-one time with me and Erica and their staff member there. Views were outstanding. And then third, we went to Round Pound. Fantastic wine, again, beautiful views, more intimate. Really had a great time. Really.
Round pond, not round pound.
What did I say?
You said round pound.
Round pound, round pond. Round pond. I thought you were sleeping back there.
I've been awake.
Peanut Gallery.
Am I in the shot at all?
Yep. You're the whole shot. It zoomed in right on your face. The shot is basically just your face. It's zoomed in. With this
Get there to start getting ready.
with this super zoom camera, huh?
I'm gonna have to get there to start getting ready.
Well, it's 8:30.
Oh, I'm not starting getting ready yet.
It's 10:30 back home. All right, let's say some good mornings. See what everybody has going on today. Yeah, it's gonna be. I think it might be a shorter show in a lighter crowd area. It's already 10:30 at home.
Yeah.
I think everybody's going about their day, their Saturday. John Melanson, good morning. Truax, good morning. Trivia Carter, good morning. Glenn Garner, good morning. Morning, Matt. So glad you're all having a great time. Thank you, Glenn. David Wallace and Glenn Garner said I got the first thumbs up. That's a first for me. Well, thank you for smashing that like button, Glenn. Appreciate that greatly.
Am I in the picture?
You're the whole shot, Erica. I told you that. She put a pillow up on the bed. So you can't. Erica, you were not in the shot. She'd be like a pillow fortress on the bed, so you can't see. If I turned it, let's see. I'll turn it so y'all can see the pillow fortress. She put a pillow fortress up so you can't see her. Look, let YouTube see pillow fortress. Anyway, what we can see, however, is all of Erica's hair product. At least YouTube can see that. I don't know if Facebook can see all the hair product. Okay, Josh Bergeron, Ryan Amanda Guidry, what's up? How was the wine tasting? Your wife is the wine fan and you the scotch? No, not exactly. So I do like whiskey. Scotch, not my favorite kind of whiskey. And I do enjoy wine as well. She doesn't like red wine at all, so she didn't sip any red. So her favorite was, I think, the first spot where they had all the bubbles. But the views at each place were great, and they treated us great. It was awesome. Hey, Dad, good morning. Deborah Cowart, good morning. Reagan Lee, do we get another quarterback in the portal? I don't know. I'll say no. But it'll be, I think it'll be interesting to see how spring plays out. If it happens, it won't happen until after spring. I'll make that prediction. Let's say they go through spring and Nussmeier leaves. Hypothetically, I don't know that, but let's just say hypothetically. Then yes, they would need to go out of quarterback. But who would want to come essentially to be a backup? I don't know. Nicole Havard, Ron Ritchie, good morning. Kyle DeVille, Chance Babbitt, did you watch the Whitworth acceptance speech yet? I did not, Chance. I don't know that I've looked at a single ounce of sports since we've been here. Except Erica did have the Olympics, like the Olympic show on one night. Or maybe it was yesterday morning while we were getting ready. So I know Nathan Chen won a gold. And Sean White finished fourth. That's about the extent of my sports knowledge over the last 3 days. LSU basketball today, huh? That's right, they play Mississippi State at home. God, I hope they get that one. Extra day to rest after playing Tuesday. Didn't have to travel. Big spot today. Jared Fly League Scott, what's up, Matt Dope Show? Thank you, Jared. Appreciate that, man. Dwayne Johnson, good morning, good morning, good morning. Derek Michael, Vacation Scone has been having me doing some laughing this week. Is it Vacation Scone or Vacation E-Rock? Or is it Vacation Scone because E-Rock is here as well?
What?
You want to turn on your light?
Why?
Just have more light for the shot. I don't know if that helps. I don't know if that helps. Maybe it helps a little. I wish I could open up these curtains, but if I do that, it's just gonna be whitewashed. Chris Fontenot, hey Aunt Sharon, good morning. E-Rock with the pillow fort. Matt Lusto, Castillo di Amoroso, Del Dotto, Chateau Montalena, and Frog's Leap. Hope y'all made it there. They were excellent. Didn't make it to any of them, Matt. We went to 3 yesterday. Just our one day that we spent up in Napa. So didn't make it to any of those. We are going to, today, we're going to go to Sausalito, have a little lunch, some views of the bay sort of thing. And then we have a Sunset Bay boat wine cruise. So we get on a boat, you got to take us around the bay, the bridge, Alcatraz. We'll go by Alcatraz. I don't think we're going to go in, right, Erica?
No.
We're not going in. And then dinner tonight at Skoma's on Fisherman's Wharf. So looking forward to it, man. Weather's been fantastic here, sunny and beautiful in the 70s every day. It's gorgeous. So it's a heat wave going on.
Why do they have paper straws here?
I don't know.
So aggravating.
Erica doesn't. Oh, paper straws because they're biodegradable or recyclable, made from recycled material, probably.
Huh?
Yeah, because plastic straws kill the all the seagulls and everything. And
Well, I'd rather a plastic straw. I got a few problems with California. Ice, there's a problem.
there's a problem with
No
ice.
fountain drinks, problem.
No
Paper
fountain
straws,
drinks.
problem.
These are first world problems, courtesy of E-Rock.
They do things weird here.
No fountain drinks, no ice, and they have paper
Mask,
straws.
problem.
She does not like the mask mandate either. Anything else you'd like to complain about?
I just don't get it.
They're trying to save the planet, Erica.
Well,
Yeah, the fountain drink thing is weird. Nobody has fountain drinks here. Everybody, like, you order a Diet Coke, they bring you a bottle. A plastic bottle.
it's disgusting like that. Don't give me a cup of ice and a plastic Diet Coke bottle. Gross. So gross.
Gross. What is
I don't
gross?
drink a ton. I mean, when I'm on vacation, I'm out to eat. I want a Diet Coke. Coke Zero.
Scott Shirley, do you think smaller budget schools' NIL teams will band together to attract recruits or perhaps even ensure NIL deals in the case of something like a hurricane wiping out a company? Imagine Arkansas, Ole Miss, and Mississippi State teaming up to compete for players. Why would they do that? So first of all, our Kansas don't need Ole Miss or Mississippi State. Arkansas has plenty of billionaire donors of their own. The Waltons, the Walmart people are obviously supporters of Arkansas. Jerry Jones is a billionaire alum of Arkansas. The Tyson Chicken people are from Arkansas. FedEx, even though it's based on Memphis, they're Arkansas people also. So Arkansas ain't need your money, bro. And one of the more perplexing things is that Arkansas is as mediocre athletically as they are because of the resources they can tap into. And no, I don't see Ole Miss and Mississippi State teaming up to do NIL deals. No. Hey, Michael Angeron.
Ugh.
She hates your name, Michael. How about that?
I hate the way you say his name.
That's how he says his name.
No, he doesn't.
I met the man with his son at Pluckers at the Hudco Hat Party, and he said Angeron. That's how he said it. Anyway. Chance Babineau traveling during the Super Bowl. Ooh, Chance. We land at 5 o'clock Central Time in New Orleans, so I will probably be in the car for part of the first quarter, if not the whole first quarter, depending on how long it takes us to get our baggage, get to our car, get home, all that sort of stuff. Yeah. So E-Rock is going to be driving home,
No, I'm not.
and I'm going to be watching the game on my phone.
Nah.
Yep.
Nope.
Yep.
Nope.
Then we're going to sit in the airport and watch Super Bowl.
I'm not driving him there.
Those are your choices. Chris Fontenot, because you're on the left coast. Yeah, man, a little more liberal out here for sure. Aaron Hornsby, good morning from Lafayette. Good morning, good morning, good morning, Aaron Hornsby. Oh, Erica, your favorite just showed up.
Who?
You know who.
Let's go or trivia?
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go. Bubba Tatum, good morning. Janet, good morning. My son and daughter-in-law lived in Napa. Nice place to visit. Yes, very nice place to visit. It's interesting, like if you live there, if you live in Napa, I mean, you work in, you're in the wine industry. I mean, you're either working in the fields, you're in hospitality. I mean, that's the only industry that's there. It's gorgeous, but I mean, that's it. You work in wine if you live in Napa. Your fave five-head, good morning. Can't wait to explore Baton Rouge when UCLA visits 2024. Maybe y'all can recommend good eats. Absolutely. You ask me about good eats when you're here in 2024. We'll make sure that you're well aware. Ronnie Dugas, no hotel espresso today. By the way, Ronnie, not espresso. It's espresso with an S, not an X. Espresso. And maybe I'll make an espresso in a little bit, but Erica wanted a white chocolate Java chip frappuccino, make it skinny with a blueberry muffin. I don't get the make it skinny thing. Like,
They did.
no, I know, but I don't get it. Like,
Did you skim milk?
no, I get it. But like, oh,
I'll give you a plastic straw.
here's the tanologist. Tan body drops. How do these work for you, Rock?
They work awesome.
Oh, really? Except when you rub it to your wrist and you don't rub your hand and you have a very pronounced tan line right across your wrist.
You can tell how much they work though.
That's true. All right, Brandon said, morning, Scone, pretty new subscriber. Took me a while to figure out that the best thing about you is E-Rock.
Oh, who is this? Let's go again?
That's Let's Go.
God, he's awesome.
Uh-oh, trivia. You're in trouble.
I'm leaving you for him.
Oh, trivia. You're leaving me for the random internet guy?
He's so nice. He likes me.
Okay. Maybe he can take you on a trip to San Francisco
Matt,
where you
it's
stay
all
at the
joke
Ritz-Carlton and then get a guided tour of Napa
Matt, it's a joke.
and then a Sunset Bay wine cruise tonight
Take a joke,
and
Matt.
dinner on the Fisherman's Wharf. Maybe Brandon can do that for you.
Take a joke.
Huh?
Take
That's
a
what I
joke.
thought. That's what I thought, Erica. what I thought, E-Rock. Morning, Scone. How long before you replace whiskey shelf with a giant wine rack? Yeah, probably not. It was it was cool to get to go learn more about wine and all that sort of stuff. The aging process, it was all good. Maybe the best thing I learned was tiny bubbles, tiny troubles, tiny headache. Big bubbles, big troubles, big headache. So you want tinier bubbles in your bubbly. That's how you can know if it's good. Glenn Garner, what do you think about Menberg going to coach at Bama? Great opportunity for him. Shoot, man. Great foot in the door. Eric Wilderrotter, morning, Scone. How long before you... Oh, I already did that one, sorry. Falcon L, good morning. D, Snuts. Ask E-Rock today?
Yeah.
Okay. Joey B19. Because NIL law is different from state to state, will the NCAA step in? Nope. Joey B19, you got to consider this, okay? The NCAA struggles already to enforce its own rule book. How in the world can the NCAA enforce NIL? If a baseball player at Northwestern State gets a deal with Hudco Roofing, as Cameron Parka did, how in the world can the NCAA monitor that along with all of they can't. They don't want to. That's why the NCAA said, the NCAA tried, to their credit. Now, I'm not going to give them credit for much, but Mark Emmert tried to go to Congress to say, hey, please enact some federal legislation around NIL. And when Congress said, yeah, we're not doing that right now, and you already had certain states enacting their laws, Emmert said, okay, go do what y'all want. Because they can't regulate. They don't have the manpower, they don't have the resources, or the desire to try to regulate NIL. It's an impossible job. So no, the NCAA isn't going to regulate NIL. They're not. Your only shot of getting some form of universal regulation is if the federal government steps in to regulate. But I don't see why they would. It's a free market. Make whatever you want. Evan Landry, Brian Penton, good morning. Glenn Gardner, never got the chance to see you in the 49ers jersey. Hey, tell your boy, I told him I'd pay up. We messaged, he never replied to me, so I'm down. Wendell Norman, extend a day, catch the game at the LSU bar in San Francisco
No.
North Star.
No.
Whew. Yeah, Erica's just aching to get home, so we're not staying another day. I would, but E-Rock will not. Tracy Poole, good morning. Tribe says, ask E-Rock, Bengals or Rams?
Bagels, Joey B.
Joey B.
Joe Cool.
Oh, Tracy Poole said, what about Luis?
What do you mean about Luis? He's been in Vietnam for a long time. He hadn't done my nails in over a month.
It was all of Erica's boyfriends.
I'll be back for my next visit.
Okay, let's hope so. Trivia Carter, ready, E-Rock, just throwing your love all over the place. Oh, it's probably really E-Rock, just throwing your love all over the place.
Trivia. I have lots of love to give. I love people who are nice to me.
Brandon said, I can't compete with Scone, the GOAT.
Aww.
Well, E-Rock, maybe Brandon is really good after all.
See, Matt? You can tell he's a good guy.
I mean, his name is, well, you know, his fake name on there. Alex Smith, welcome to the West Coast, Scone. We're in LA. Have you been to Nob Hill yet?
Yeah, that's where we are.
Are we in Nob Hill?
Yeah.
We're in Nob Hill. That's where we are. Lewis Mathern, damn Matt, between Let's Go and Luis, aka Luis, the competition is getting tough. E-Rock winning. Hashtag E-Rock winning. Bearded Dragon, good morning. Go Burrow. Joey B19 asks E-Rock if OJ is innocent because he smiles a lot.
OJ does not smile nearly as much as Samara.
Oh my God.
I had
Yeah.
a dream last night that a snake got loose
A snake got loose where?
in our house.
Why would you dream about a snake getting loose in the
No
house?
one could find it. It's awful.
Wayne Landry, good morning from BR, but working in Portland, Oregon. Okay. Wait, so are you in BR or are you in Portland right now? Because it says from BR, but working in Portland. Maybe you're in Portland. Portland! Chris Fonda, that's why you have paper straws, because you on the left coast, but SF is beautiful. There's a lot of places that have paper straws. Places in Baton Rouge have paper straws too. But yes, there's more of a, I mean, you're going to go to the Starbucks in,
I'm like, where do I throw my stuff? Remember, there's like compost.
yeah, so
landfill.
at every public
Like,
trash
where do I
bin,
put
there's
my
like
trash?
recycle, landfill, compost. It's like, which one do you put it in? Whew. Chance Babin, but does Lesko have a nice smile like Kamara?
I don't know.
Jared, we call him Joe Shiesty. Go Bengals.
Why Joe Shiesty?
Well, because he's a shyster? I don't know.
No, he's not.
I don't know. Glenn Garner, my dad watches with me. He's curious, what's your shirt, Go Bengals? Oh, this is the Baton Rouge Rougarou. This was the, you see it? Rougarou. Rougarou. Anyway. Rougarou, there it is. Rougarou. It was the collegiate summer team that played in Baton Rouge this year. The Rougarou. Tracy Poole, we're enjoying Erica being in the peanut gallery.
Aw.
Well, they might not be enjoying it too much, E-Rock, because that's all the questions we got.
They
Over.
don't like me.
Slow day. But I told you, so I mean, it's already, it's 11 a.m. in Baton Rouge right now. People are going about their Saturdays. It's not like coffee and donuts time. It's
True.
it's 9 o'clock here. People are just waking up. But you know. Best bar so far. I guess that's a question. We haven't gone to bars. I mean, we went to the hotel bar here at the Ritz the first night. We haven't been staying out super late.
Everything closes at 9 o'clock.
And that's
here.
true. Things close at like 9:30 or 10 here. So there isn't, like, at least not that we've seen, like a super like late night scene. At least not that we've seen, wherever the late night scene is. We're not really looking for that either. So it's also kind of helped us stay a little sort of on, me anyway, body clock time for home. Erica laughs and says she doesn't have a body clock.
I don't. I wish I did have a body clock.
I do. Let's see. Matt, what do you think about the talk of LSU being wide receiver U now, along with being DBU? Kind of hard to argue with it not being. You know what's funny? Even whenever there was all the DBU talk, like during the Les Miles era, LSU was still putting more receivers in the NFL than anybody. I mean, even when you think about guys like James Wright. James Wright didn't catch a pass at LSU, still played in the league for the Bengals. Because when Les was here, even though they didn't throw it a ton, they did have receivers who were taught the position. And by the position, I mean, like, not only athletic guys like Odell and Jarvis, could catch, but more like how to run the route tree and knew conceptually what to do and how to block at the receiver position. Also play special teams. So you had a lot of guys in the NFL. Like, look at Russell Shepard. It's a great example, right? Russell Shepard played like 8 or 9 NFL seasons and never really established his foothold here. So, yeah, man. I mean, LSU's had a bunch of great receivers. The whole wide receiver U, DBU. I honestly don't really care about that stuff. Like, whatever. Whatever labels people want to put on a program or that. I think it's fun for fans to debate and stuff, and I get it. I would just rather like go win championships. You know, you need good players to do it. You need good players at every position. But yeah, I mean LSU's had a great run of receivers. David Wallace, Super Bowl prediction. Matt listens on the radio while he drives home from the airport. I've been married 40 plus years. I know how it works.
Who said that? I like him.
David Wallace.
Good job, David.
David, I legitimately think that the Cincinnati Bengals will win the game. I'm going to make a money line play on the Bengals. I think you're looking at high 20s, low 30s. I think if you're looking for I think typically like first half under might be a good play. But I think as the teams settle in, almost like a prize fight, your first couple rounds, just timing, and then you go sort of on the offensive. So probably a little bit of a slow start, and then it picks up. But I do like the Bengals to win the game. I do. I think I think it'll be a close ball game. I don't think home field matters tremendously for the Rams, other than like this week they're practicing at their facility and they're sleeping in their beds and all that sort of stuff. But as far as it just being like a home field advantage, I don't think it'll be overwhelming. Like if it were the Saints in the Superdome, that's different. But we've seen what's happened with the Rams in their home stadium already, and the Bengals haven't been in this game in 30 years. Their fans are going to make the trip and go. And so much of the seating's corporate anyway. So I don't think there's a tremendous home field advantage either way. I think offensively the teams are so similar. You got three-headed monster receiver, good quarterbacks on both sides. Cam Akers, Joe Mixon, two really good running backs. I think the Rams' defensive line could be the thing that tilts it to LA if Cincinnati struggles to keep Burrow upright. But I thought the Bengals did a great job of combating that against the Chiefs in the AFC Championship game. Quick passes, get the ball out. I think that's what they'll do tomorrow. So yeah, I do think Cincinnati wins the game. I do. And that's not a homer pick, by the way. I am 9-3 in my playoff picks so far this year.
Is Joe Burrow going to be the youngest quarterback to ever win the Super Bowl?
I don't think so. Ben Roethlisberger did it in his second year with Pittsburgh. Let's see. And then Mahomes was young. Mahomes in his third year, though. All right, let's see. Roethlisberger was 23. 23 years, 340 days. So he was almost 24. Mahomes was 24. And Brady was 24. Yeah. So Roethlisberger was the youngest.
He was a quarterback?
Ben Roethlisberger?
Yeah, I don't think he was a quarterback.
Ben Roethlisberger's been the quarterback of the Steelers for like 15 years.
What's the big guy?
He is a big guy. Where's number 7? He's their quarterback. He's been their quarterback for 15 years.
Didn't he like beat up a girl or something?
He didn't beat up a girl. There were allegations of inappropriate bathroom behavior. I think the charges were dropped. And I think that's a guy who, as he's gone on in life, has gotten married and kids and has gotten more squared away. And I'm not excusing if he did do what was alleged back then. I'm not excusing it in any way. Please don't misunderstand me. I don't know. I don't know all the details to what you're talking about. Let's see. So Joe Burrow is Burrow's 25. So Burrow's already older than Roethlisberger, Mahomes, and Brady when they won it in their careers. So I mean, Burrow was a fifth-year guy at LSU.
Yeah.
Right. So it's just rare that you have guys that stay 5 years in college.
He has like a baby face.
Glenn Garner, morning Scone, and morning beers. I'm already pregame. Pregame for what? Maybe LSU basketball. What time did they play today? They played 5. Let's see. LSU basketball plays today at 7 Central, so it's 5 here. Night game. We'll be on the cruise, the boat tour, Mama. Joey B19, are there a lot of homeless people there like you hear about? You know what, Joey B19? Not, at least not in the areas where we've been. I mean, you could certainly go into spots of town and see it. Like, where we're staying, honestly, in a very quiet part. Like, this hotel is like on top of a hill. It's kind of in a quiet residential part. But I went to go walk to get us coffee, and I went 3 blocks that way. And it's into Union Square, and there are homeless people there. But I wouldn't say it's any worse than like walking down Canal Street, New Orleans, or if you're in any other big city where there's, I mean, Houston. Like, God, I remember Houston. There was like Houston around the Med Center was overwhelming. Like, there's a homeless tent community under the interstate, and
I haven't seen any homeless people here.
Erica said she hadn't seen any homeless people. Yeah, I mean, just this morning walking to get coffee.
Oh.
Yeah. Let's see. Joseph Armada, morning, buddy. Here because I don't have a life. Love it like that. It's all good, Joseph. You do have a life, and we're glad you're here as well. You'll see it keeps looking like it's like a shooting star or something coming across there. Maybe it's this way, coming across the screen. What that is, that light that keeps coming across. Tracy Poole, we missed y'all yesterday. Glad we caught up with the 2 this morning. Glad to see you here, Tracy. Slam at Sammy 99. Thoughts on LSU minus 5.5 against State. Well, LSU looks more like LSU, don't they? Was it with Xavier Pinson back? And yeah, I mean, LSU should win this game on their home floor. You know, I need to see them establish a little more consistency. I love the fact that they played on Tuesday. So you sat Pinson the previous game. You lost at Vanderbilt, obviously, but you gave Pinson that full week to recover. He played on Tuesday, and you didn't have to travel, so he's had more time to heal. Hopefully, he keeps looking more and more healthy like himself. So anyway, they should win. Of course, they should win, but they should have beaten Ole Miss, and they should have won at Vanderbilt. And until they establish some consistency again, it's going to be hard to just confidently pick them. Have y'all taken a lot of pictures? If so, we'll share some. Well, yes, Tracy. There are some actually I put on my Instagram from Napa yesterday. If you're on Instagram, it's at Matt Moscona. And also, I think E-Rock put some on her Facebook. So, and my Facebook too. So there's some there, yeah. And we'll put more. Katie LeBlanc, ask E-Rock, are you a Tom Brady fan?
Yeah, I am actually.
She is.
He retired.
He did retire. Very good. How about a companion to Nightcap with Scone, morning with E-Rock?
I'm here.
Well, most weekdays when we do morning Scone, she's already at work. They start the school day.
I leave for work before Matt even gets out of bed.
That's not true.
Yes, it is.
That's not true. I get up and work out when you get up.
Not exactly.
Not every day, but a lot of days. Shelby, less than a week until LSU baseball. Thank you, baby Jesus. Are you so excited about LSU baseball, Erica?
Oh, yeah.
Erica's ready.
I just wish they were shorter. Play 7 innings. That's all I'm asking. 7 innings. And they play so many games. Why do they have to play 3 times? Just play once. No other sport plays the same team all weekend. It doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, it does, because the dynamic of a baseball game changes based on who's pitching.
1 game.
Chris Fontenot, I've heard some media complaining that Brian Kelly is not having press conferences. What are your thoughts? I agree. So I was perfect. I mean, I'm not saying Brian Kelly needs to be like making the media rounds 24/7, 365. Especially when he got the job, there was a lot. There was a lot to do. They needed to focus on. But to not have a press conference to introduce your staff to not have any media availability to discuss the class you signed. That's unheard of. Not just at LSU, anywhere. Like, every coach has media availability to discuss their signing class. Brian Kelly's done none. I think he's done a wonderful job of assembling this class and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, I mean, there has to be. I mean, you're the head coach at LSU. There has to be media availability. It's unheard of. But that's also the way LSU handles a lot of things, because they're LSU and they feel like everyone in the state should just bow at their wishes, and they're really hard to work with sometimes. Todd Harris, do you feel Brian Kelly did a good job filling needs with the portal and the recruiting class? Absolutely. If they get the tight end kid from Notre Dame, I think that would be significant as well, because they definitely need another tight end. But yeah, absolutely. They've added a couple of potential starters on the offensive line. They added a couple of transfer linebackers. Obviously, getting help in the secondary with the kids from Arkansas was big. Jark Bernard Converse could be a potential starter at outside cornerback for you coming in from Oklahoma State. Love Kyron Lacey. I think he's part of your wide receiver rotation. Absolutely getting excuse me. Getting the running back from Penn State helps as well. Yeah, I mean, absolutely. They had a lot of holes, and he added a lot of players for sure. Wayne Landry, heard LSU spring camp is going to be later this year, improving the chance for Howard to participate. Wayne, I don't know what they haven't announced dates or anything like that for spring football. So I know for a lot of years they sandwiched it around spring break, so they'd have like 2 weeks, a week off for spring break, they come back and do the next 2 weeks. But I haven't heard dates yet. Jonathan Martin, good morning. Chance Babin, Bengals fans. And by the way, I don't think Walker Howard is an early enrollee. Walker's got to finish his senior year at STM. I don't think he's an early enrollee. Bengals fans have had 30 years to save money to go to the Super Bowl. It's true. Let's see, hearing Brian Kelly's not visiting high school coaches. What's your take on that? That's false. I mean, I know for a fact that he was in high schools all over the state of Louisiana throughout signing day, leading up to signing day. Craig Dugas, Josh Bergeron. E-Rock is mad at Roethlisberger, and Kamara just beat down an unconscious dude. Huh.
I don't know about Kamara yet. I'm waiting to hear his side of the story.
Waiting to hear his side of the story. Got it. Wayne Landry, lots of homeless in Portland.
Like Kamara does, so it doesn't seem as innocent.
Okay. Craig Dugas, Scone. Musso has made a mockery of AFR. We got drops from OTB, hour-long monologues about midweek baseball games and wide receivers. Let's see. Did E-Rock try any red wines yesterday?
No.
Wayne Landry, where does Erica work?
St. Jude the Apostle School, best Catholic elementary school in the state.
Michael Ongeron. Matt, can you ask Erica?
Repeat it back, Matt.
Huh?
You didn't repeat it back.
Repeat what back?
Where I work.
Oh, well, you answered it. Matt, can you ask Erica, how should my name be pronounced? I just want to make sure that I start saying it correctly.
You say it like you automatically get a sinus infection.
That's how this man says his name. I met him and his son. They came to Pluckers for the Hudco Hat Party. And he said it's Ongeron. Like, that's how he said his name.
You say Ogeron.
It's not Ogeron. It's Engeron. It's Ongeron. That's how he says it. Kelly Gross, good morning. Hey, Josh Faust, family show, bro. Family show. Not that I'm mad at you, but nightcap of Scone, let him fly. But morning Scone family show, so we keep it very PG on morning Scone. And we came here because we were looking to do a 10th wedding anniversary trip wanted to go somewhere we'd never been. So we're like, hey, let's do Napa. Let's do wine country. And I think we quickly realized like we didn't want to spend like a whole week or 4 or 5 days just doing wine country. So we're like, well, let's stay in San Fran and do a day at Napa and some things around the city and the bay. So anyway, that's kind of what we're doing. Let's see. Shelby, Tracy Poole. I bet Napa is gorgeous. Napa is very gorgeous. I had a great time yesterday. I don't know if E-Rock did.
Yes, I did.
She did too. I was talking Super Bowl. E-Rock about made me pee my pants with the Big Ben not a QB.
Well, that wasn't funny.
Well, I mean, he was a starting quarterback for 15 years of one of the most storied franchises in NFL history.
I knew he played football. I just didn't know he was a quarterback.
Yes.
Usually a big guy like that, he's going to beat up a girl or something that's not a quarterback.
Hey, come on. Sorry, E-Rock. Jay already said games are going to be longer due to pitching.
Are you kidding me? LSU baseball's going to be even longer this year?
That's what Jay Johnson said.
Oh, God.
He did say that. He was like, our games may be longer.
Oh, I can't handle him. Well, then just play one time weekend. Don't take up my whole weekend. He takes away my whole weekend when he does that.
Glenn Garner said it's 12 o'clock here. No, it's not. It's 9:15 here, so it's 11:15 in BR. Unless if you're on the East Coast. Brandon asked E-Rock, does she ever get mistaken for a movie star?
No.
Let's go.
Brandon thinks I'm something I'm not for sure.
Trey Guy, good morning. Smash the like button. Yes, thank you, Trey Guy. How's Mimi and Drew?
They're good.
Who wins championship first? JJ or BK? I think Jay Johnson's got a better chance because he's just inheriting a better situation, right? And you can go on a run in baseball. You can't go on a run in football. Like, you have to have the pieces in place. And this year's LSU team won't. And I don't think they will next year either. So I think 2024 would probably be the first year that you could realistically look at him and say, okay, that's Brian Kelly by then, 3 recruiting classes of his players, building his roster, his culture. Like, that should be a team that usually by year 3, you'd say that's when you have it humming. And I think Jay could do it inside of that. John Smithsonian, good morning. Ask E-Rock, what could Kamara's side of the story be that makes what he did okay?
I want to know what happened before the punching. Sometimes I feel like athletes and famous people get set up.
But he still, like, savagely beat a man who was unconscious on the ground.
Yeah, I don't like that part.
Okay. Tommy Poole said Tracy and I are going to Super Bowl party at House of Norris. We're having Super Bowl dip, shrimp lasagna, and bananas Foster's king cake. It sounds like a hell of a party, Tommy Poole. Tommy and Tracy Poole watching together. How about that? Good morning, Matt. Kyle Milliken. Matt, is Drew live streaming Morning Scone this morning? Do you think he's watching on your mom's phone?
I don't know, maybe.
Tracy Poole, how many surprises is Drew getting?
He hasn't gotten any yet. There's no kid stuff here.
HT23. I thought the tight end from Notre Dame went to Boston College. Did he? Well, let's see. Might have. Telling you, when I'm here, I'm out. I just see that he entered the portal. George Takas. This just says that he entered the portal. I don't. Just says that he entered the portal. I don't see anything about Boston College. Glenn Garner's in Georgia. Got it. right, a few more. As always, shout out to Brock, Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic, and Hudco Roofing, HudcoRoofing.com. Hudco crew is working hard, man. Awesome start to the year. Remember, Hudco Hometown Heroes. We will do an NIL deal with any athlete, any school, any sport. You hire us to replace your roof. We will allocate a portion of our net to do an NIL deal with any athlete of your choice. So it's that simple. HudcoRoofing.com. Do business with someone you know. Hudco Roofing, HudcoRoofing.com. Melanie Willis asked E-Rock, did she pick themes for Drew's birthday party yet?
Not yet.
Ooh. Only 5 months to go. Only 5 months to go. Josh Bergeron saw Big Ben play Tiger Stadium 2003. I think it was 02. Was impressed. I was impressed. Knew he would be a great quarterback. Yeah, he was a big. I mean, look, he was a big target at that time. It's well known. The thing that was probably most memorable at that game wasn't very good, but Ben Roethlisberger after that game wrote a letter to Nick Saban, just complimenting the fans and LSU and his team and all that sort of stuff. That was one of the most memorable parts about that. When that Miami of Ohio team came in. I think it was 02 when they came here. Okay. My sister and I were talking about the Kamara situation last night. She said the same thing E-Rock is saying. There's video of him savagely beating a man. I mean...
Matt, videos don't always say everything.
Oh, videos don't always say everything?
No. There's no sound.
Joseph Armato, shrimp lasagna? Blasphemy? Shrimp lasagna?
What has Kamara said out of his mouth? What has he said?
Nothing yet. Smart not to say anything. He's about to be on trial with the legal situation. Let's see. Walker said he was already on campus. Good. Okay, great. I didn't think that they could enroll early coming out of STM. Brandon asked E-Rock, would you guys go on vacation more often so we could have more mornings with E-Rock?
Yeah, more is being home.
Sometimes. Saints come to the Bay next season. Plenty of Houdats here with an epic bar at the Black Magic Voodoo Lounge in San Francisco. Okay. I'm down. All right, y'all. I think we're done. Done. Mr. Jones, can anyone tell me what's the best website for high school football recruiting and for transfer portal info? I mean, 247 usually covers that stuff pretty well. 247 Sports. Kamara can be a good guy who did something horrible and out of character. Both can be true. I agree. I think that's what happened. Did the Saints draft a running back this year? I think so, Dylan. I think so.
Will he not get to play for the Saints anymore?
We'll see. I mean, it really depends what happens with the legal situation. If he goes to jail, no. But more likely he might plead guilty to a lesser charge, or they settle or something like that, and he's suspended 6 games, comes back. That's more likely what I think will happen. It's weird when I turn this way and I turn back and see my profile, part of my beard, this is lighter than this. It's hard to get my chin. Chin grows back thicker. The goatee part. Let's see. Did you enjoy the Home Team movie?
I haven't seen it.
We gotta watch it. There was a student from St. Jude who's in the movie, who's on the football team. Thank you, Joseph. Appreciate that. Kyle Milliken, Tracy Poole, Matt, my son Jeremy listens to you. He recommended the show. Well, that's cool. Please tell Jeremy I said thank you very much. And great to have the entire Poole family here as part of the Morning Scone crew. Saw Miami of Ohio beat the Tigers in 86. That sucked. Art Sparker's worst loss. Maybe 85. No, it was 86. I actually have a ticket stub for that game, believe it or not. I don't remember the game at all. I was 4 years old, but I was there. I have a ticket stub for it. We used to drop, that was when we lived in New Orleans. We'd get up on Saturdays and drive up, and we'd tailgate on the old front 9 with some of my dad's work peeps. And we go to the games. So I went to a lot of those games in the 80s. Weren't very good. Anyway. All right, I think we're done. Y'all have an awesome day. Smash that like button on YouTube if you haven't done so yet. Like the page, share the post there on Facebook. Remember, Brock, the Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic. Need an orthopedist, you go to Brock. Hudco Roofing, HudcoRoofing.com. Do business with someone you know, Hudco Roofing. Okay, y'all have an awesome day. We'll see you. Peace.